After straight months of silence, Playboi Carti is finally back. The rumors are starting, and it's looking like this rollout is being revived from the dead, and we're finally fucking back, baby. And if you're new and you want rap news fast and reliable, subscribe and like. It helps the channel out a ton. So over the past few days, Carti has been in the mouth of every single rap page in existence, and as someone who has worked at a label, is in the industry, this is not a coincidence. This shit is mostly all paid for, even for these huge artists like Carti, and a lot of fans know that as well and noticed it with Carti's new chain that was posted, but more importantly, the fact that these accounts randomly started posting this rumor that the album is set to drop on September 13th, which falls on a few important dates. Obviously, first, a new music Friday, but also Friday the 13th, which is just a famous date in the horror scene, which fits the opium gore type of thing. Ken Carson's album, A Great Chaos, also dropped on Friday the 13th. And last but not least, September 13th is Carti's birthday. So it's looking like the stars are really aligning for this to be the date for the album. Leakers have said that Carti's label Interscope wants this album to drop on September 13th. And just like we thought from what I said before, Soul is confirming that these pages were paid to start rumors about this date. So from the outside, it looks like Carti's team has this date set in stone. But yeah, come on, you're watching a Carti video, it can't be all good. There has to be a but somewhere. Pause. There are other dates in the running right now on the label side after what Soul said about that Friday the 13th date. This other date wasn't leaked yet, but Soul said that this date is approved by the label, and honestly, as much as I want this Friday the 13th date to be true, because most likely it's closer than this other rumored date, I mean, it's in 2 weeks, but that right there is the problem with that September date. Is 2 weeks enough time to build up hype for this album that people have been waiting for almost 4 years now? Especially when every time we get dates, it's kind of feeling like The Boy Who Cried Wolf, a very similar situation to Vultures 2. The release didn't hit nearly as hard as it could have just because no one believed that it was actually dropping. And I do genuinely believe that Carti's team has a plan. They know what they're gonna do, but if it is this Friday the 13th date, at this point, can they do a big rollout anymore to something comparable to, let's say, Utopia, which had around a month-long rollout and it was everywhere? There's just not enough time. But that doesn't mean that nothing will happen on this date. Now that they have seeded it in everyone's minds through rap accounts, rumors, people talking about it like me right now and you listening to me, I think a very big possibility for this September date is not the album, but something similar to what we saw last year, where Carti did his birthday party in this like opium fucking dungeon in Atlanta. This gave fans a chance to hear new music. We got 2 new songs that day, one with Travis, one with Uzi. So if the other album date is actually really close to this, I think we could either be getting new snippets and maybe even a full non-streaming release. Something. I would bet the house that something is going to happen that day involving music, because on top of all of this info that we have already gone through today, Carti has been posting and there's just a lot of word going around. He shared these Instagram pictures and a lot of big names are reposting and talking about album progress, like Michi and other opium affiliates. The fucking Tim's account posted it along with the Orlando Magic. So listen, if this is all paid promo, which there is a chance it isn't, it's probably better for Tim's and Orlando Magic than it is for Carti. But if it is paid promo, this is absolutely huge. It's clear that something is coming, like I said. The label wouldn't spend money on paid promo if nothing was coming. And with these pictures being posted, there's also been a ton of different music snippets floating around, new and old, with some even dropping. Drake recently posted a snippet with Carti called No Face. Now this song ended up dropping without Carti, as most of you probably know already, but he was still on the snippet for that reaction and bringing his name back up into the conversation.
No face. No face.
Travis Scott has also dropped a long-awaited song from the Astroworld era, Houdini, with Carti on it on his website.
Watching Family got no way to pause.
So Carti's name is here in everyone's mouth, and it is definitely not a mistake. And there's so much leading up to this album. OPM is everywhere right now. Ken is finishing his tour in the US. Lone just dropped his album Love Lasts Forever. So Carti will not be stealing the spotlight from everyone signed to his label, which has seemed like the pattern that we could follow. He's actually been pretty good with not leaving them behind and just pushing them to the side with his music. So yeah, there's just so much stuff pointing to the album dropping. I really do think that we're gonna get something soon. Comment when you guys think the album is dropping. Which date do you think it's going to be? The September 13th date or the random date that we don't even know yet? That's pretty much all of the info we have on the album right now. I'll keep you guys updated with absolutely everything. If you enjoyed the video, leave a like and subscribe if you're new here, or if you have been here before and you're not subscribed. We have an awesome community we're building here. Thanks so much for watching, and on that note,